Coming to the most important one, the scalp block. It is a vital factor in successful awake craniotomy. It decreases analgesic use and their side effects, and it is used in monitor anesthesia care and the AAA technique. Whatever technique is there, we have to use the scalp block, and depending upon the drugs used, it can give pain relief for up to 6 to 8 hours. Ultrasound can be used for selective nerve block. Scalp block, although it reduces the pain, actually it is a painful procedure. Up to 12 times we have to prick the patient. So, better to give a small sedation or analgesic drugs before giving a scalp block. And it has another advantage, it prevents a chronic post-craniotomy headache also. So, this is the innervation of the scalp. Anterior part is covered by the trigeminal nerve, phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3, and posterior part is covered by the spinal nerves and occipital nerves. We will see one by one. So, it is a supratrochlear nerve, supraorbital nerve, zygomaticotemporal nerve, auriculotemporal nerve, lesser occipital and greater occipital nerve. These 6 nerves are our primary target. Supraorbital and supratrochlear nerve. So, in the mid pupillary line, we can give the block, it is a supraorbital nerve. In this angle, we can give the supratrochlear nerve. So, if a horizontal injection is given with a single prick, we can cover both nerves. Then auriculotemporal nerve, 1 centimeter in front of the tragus, we can give the, just you have to go perpendicularly, hit the bone, slightly withdraw and aspirate to rule out any intravascular injection, and we can give local anesthetic agents. And zygomaticotemporal nerve, this nerve goes around the zygomatic arch. So, you have to palpate the arch and give transversely, multiple layers we can give. And occipital nerve, we have to draw a line between the occiput and the mastoid process, the 1/3 and 2/3. These intersecting points we have to give the nerve, and instead of giving perpendicularly, if we give horizontally, it can cover wide areas. So, this will cover lesser occipital and greater occipital nerve. And sometimes the greater auricular nerve behind the ear and superficial cervical plexus block, and infiltration near the origin of the temporalis muscle also needed depending upon the craniotomy incision. So, we can use lignocaine with or without adrenaline, bupivacaine, levobupivacaine, ropivacaine or combination of agents also. So, it will take around 12 to 15 ml of anesthetic agents for this scalp block. Sometimes we can give a ring block throughout the circumference of the scalp. We can inject local anesthetic agent, but it will need 20 to 60 ml of agents. So, we have to better dilute the agents and give. Scalp is a highly vascular area, so this ring block can cause systemic toxicity. So, this report they have published a nasotracheal intubation, extubation and re-intubation with AAA technique. So, initially they have done with the intubation, the surgery is going on initial steps. After that, they have removed the endotracheal tube, they kept in the nasal cavity, functional assessment was done, and after that FOB was reintroduced, and once again they introduced the endotracheal tube after assessment. This is a AAA technique. So, there can be extubation, we have to plan properly. We can extubate the patient in a deep plane or lighter plane. If we extubate the patient in the deeper plane, it causes minimal cough and movement, that is helpful to reduce the intracranial pressure, but that is risk of upper airway obstruction, and there can be difficulty in physiological assessment.